Welcome back, gods and goddesses, to the Gifted Goddess channel, where I channel my gifts in the multitude of ways for the collective advantage. And I encourage you to not only seek your gifts and your purpose, but to find meaningful ways to employ them in any way they, your spiritual team, or the Most High deem fit. Welcome to Death Row, is what I got for this message. Okay. So welcome if you've never been here before. Welcome. If you're returning, welcome back to Spiritual Class with Miss Datura, aka Miss D. Everyone's welcome in Spiritual Class. All we ask is that you leave your baggage by the door, okay? Leave any negative energies, intentions, whatever have you, spirits, whatever have you. Getting heavy on the monitoring spirits and its energy. Okay, and like projections, evil eye projections, any type of projections, right? Someone projecting their energy off. So leave that energy by the door, okay? You can pick that up on your way out. Let's face it, not everyone is aligned for this spiritual class, as we're the gifted class, okay? So whenever this video finds you, or this channel in its entirety, remember, it was meant to find you, and it is divine timing. You are in divine alignment to receive whatever message you're receiving. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into this message. I am going to have to issue a trigger warning at the beginning of this. Okay, there will be some sensitive subjects discussed within this reading, so you've been warned. Okay, heavy on the justice coming in. Okay, someone's name could be Justice, someone's name could be Judy. Someone could be a fan of Judy Justice or Judge Judy. Okay, someone could be going before a judge regarding a DV situation. Okay, my heart definitely goes out to you. Okay, when I got this message, the first thing I got was "There's Something in My Heart" by Michelle. Somebody's name could be Michelle, Michael. I'm hearing Michelle, Mikey, Mickey. Okay. So there's something that you should know, and it is justice coming through. So whether or not you're going through physical court here in the 3D, definitely spiritual court has been adjourned, is what I just heard. Yeah, I'm seeing that gavel, that book closing. The jury has been let out. They've decided, okay, yeah, choosing sides is significant. Something about people choosing sides in a situation due to a projection onto your energy, okay? Someone choose a toothpick. I'm getting there's a new sheriff in town. So this could be someone who was a police officer, military police, someone this energy is, or just very domineering and overly aggressive. I'm getting an abuse of power. I'm also getting a dynamic where it was abuse of power, someone in a power position, a position of power, a leadership, someone with a quote unquote a title. I was about to say untitled. Okay, so this could be misuse of power in all forms, okay, not just physically, right? And then we know abuse occurs in a multitude of ways, mentally, physically, and emotionally, okay? So whether or not it was physical, someone still had to endure someone's rage, okay? Someone who comes off as confident. I'm getting someone who speaks down to people, someone who's condescending. I heard commanding as well. So this is someone who doesn't take no for an answer. This is someone who is very manipulative. I'm hearing quite disturbing. Okay, and the things that they'll do to people, against people, to prove a point. Okay, yeah. given the opportunity, they'll do just about anything to get their way or have things to be seen from their angle, if that makes sense. So again, a lot of projection. Yeah, someone's heart is just in the wrong place. Okay, they don't have that Christ consciousness, right? I'm getting a lack of consciousness altogether. Someone disconnected from their heart space. Okay, I'm getting someone very cerebral and cold, just very disconnected. Someone who's not empathetic. Okay, so we could be talking about our favorite N word, Narcos. Okay, but in this song, she says there's something you should know. So what you should know is justice is coming through for this situation. Nothing goes unseen from the Most High, right? The spiritual realm is always watching. And what I'm getting is this is someone who hides behind titles, labels, things of that nature, right? So don't worry. Initials could be DV, DR, Dr. Dre is significant. Someone could have been a doctor. Someone could have had to go to a doctor. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of traumatic events. I'm seeing bruises. I'm seeing like kits, for testing right after inappropriate things going on. Right. Yeah, a lot of medical emergencies I'm seeing. Or there will be soon, is what I just heard. Somebody's name could be Dre, Andre. I just heard Andre 3000. Somebody could be from Atlanta, right? Indiana, Montana, Miami. I got Mobile, Alabama, Montgomery. Montgomery Ward is significant. Or the Goodwill. That could be something someone usually shops at. A ward. Somebody could live in a ward. Like, I just heard St. Louis, but that's not what I'm trying to say. New Orleans, the Ninth Ward. Okay. Yeah. I'm hearing the levees are broken. Yeah. Yeah. It's about to be on a crack, and it's about to be an overflow of justice. Okay. As we know, Michelle suffered, DV behind the scenes from Dr. Dre allegedly, right? Quote unquote. And there were a lot of people around who saw a lot but said nothing. There were people behind the scenes who saw what was going on yet said nothing or did nothing because of his power, his position, right? You could have that going on. She was on stages performing, and behind the scenes, a nightmare. Yes, given I just saw Tina Turner flash in my eye. What's love got to do with it? Okay, this is not love. If you're in a situation like this, you need to exit stage left. I'm hearing immediately. Okay. Something is coming in for you to be able to do so. Okay. I'm hearing by any means necessary. Yeah, because this is a total nightmare. Something got way out of control. It's giving me that, what is that girl's name? Dior. The social media incident where the young lady was in a situation with a man and they were on live, kind of going back and forth. And a lot of things were kind of aired out. There was somebody was down to the Slytherin class in this video, right? He had went to someone and found out a practitioner, right? I'm hearing not a spiritualist, a practitioner who claimed that roots had been put on him by his girlfriend, fiance, or wife. I don't know what their title was. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting it's like not clear. Something's not clear. Okay, so it wasn't clear, right? I don't know if there was confusion within the reading, but something wasn't clear. I'm hearing like all parties involved. Maybe that's what's the issue. It wasn't clear of which parties were involved. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what he was told specifically. I'm not going to get into that. But so he went to other people to get stuff off of him, right? And I'm just hearing the whole time they're finding out it wasn't you. So this could be a situation you're dealing with personally, right? Somebody thinks you're into the things or did some of the things and went to a practitioner, right? I'm hearing now they're doing it to you, when in all reality, that's just simply false, right? And then God forbid you're doing something against somebody who hasn't done anything to you, especially going as far as dabbling and down to the Slytherin class, okay? That is going to be catastrophic, okay? You can't, you should definitely, this is why you shouldn't plan those things. One, I'm hearing you don't know when someone's telling the truth, okay? When they're coming to you for these type of services. And two, you don't know the type of projections people put on people, okay? Yeah, I'm just hearing people put a lot of projections out in the community about you, and this kind of got a whole bunch of shit stirred up. I'm hearing it's a whole lot of bitches jumping ship. Okay, but he ended up unaliving her, right? There was DV involved. Okay, I'm trying to remember what else was going on in their story. This might be a longer message because we're already 12 minutes in. 11:57. Okay, that's giving me 5150. Is that what it's called in other states? It's called 302 in my state. Like somebody might be committed for a mental health stay. I'm here a 72-hour stay. Okay. I'm here they need to be or they were. Okay, due to a situation. Or people are now seeing that, yeah, this is one sick puppy. Back to the movie on Netflix, the series, The Beast in Me. Someone could be a writer. Yeah, that man had a position of power and he was trying to kind of schmooze his way into people's energy, like trying to make them comfortable with him. He was a serial unaliver, okay, on trial for ending his previous lover, right? His previous wife. And Lord, where are we going? If y'all don't know, I'm the Karma Coded Miss Frizzle. So we take the Magic School Bus to spiritual class. We'll get to where we're going. Trust me. He unalived his previous wife. He was dismissed from that case or found not guilty, right? But the court of public opinion still weighed heavy on him because one, they knew he did it, and two, like it was obvious he did it. He was an asshole, right? He treated people very poorly. And yeah, someone needs to pray, okay? Or someone's heavily in prayer now because of what they done, is what I just heard, okay? Someone could be sick, okay? As I said, someone's a sick puppy, but somebody could be physically ill as well as mentally ill, right? So this is starting to come out on all four fronts. Yeah, I'm seeing something like seeping out of someone, right? They can no longer contain all this negative energy within their vessel. Okay, yeah, they're losing power, okay? Something about an automobile could be significant. Yeah, the heat's being turned up. Okay, it's all the way turned up because they like to be in this energy, okay? But definitely keep yourself safe and covered, okay? At all times. Practice your spiritual hygiene. Stay prayed up, okay? So something about a sparkle dress is significant. You could be seeing a sparkle dress in your vicinity. Okay, that could be an indication for you. I'm getting a red sparkle dress. Something about someone's niece could be significant. This could be pertaining to someone's niece. Something going on with someone's niece that someone needs to check on. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing like prom dresses, like a niece in a prom dress kind of situation. Red sparkly dress, pink, magentas, like that kind of color combo. Blue as well, like turquoise and teal. I'm also seeing like leopard or cheetah print, okay? Something about that is significant. This could be just a confirmation that this is a reading for you. I mean, obviously, you would know if this is a reading for you. This is kind of heavy. Yeah, I'm getting LV. This is very low vibrational energy. And now people are starting to see what you see or always have known. That there is an imposter among us, okay? So something is wrong. What I'm getting is, yeah, whatever they had planned, something is going wrong. Their plans have gone awry. People are now seeing and understanding that this was an imposter. Something about a toothbrush. Yeah, something's just not smelling right. Someone could have bad breath. Yeah, I'm seeing like tooth decay. As I said, this is seeping out at all ends. Okay. Yeah, someone could need to see a dentist soon. I'm just hearing a list of problems like heart problems, teeth problems, car problems, house problems, family problems, kid problems. Like somebody is about to be as overwhelming as they are, if that makes sense. Like, so if they were, so this person was overwhelming in your energy or in other people's energy, right? Because this isn't new to you, right? This is someone who has negatively affected a lot of people. I'm hearing someone's now being released from their duties coming soon. Okay. So people are understanding now that this was an imposter the whole time, that they hide behind titles and labels and some position of power and a good image, quote unquote. Yeah, I'm seeing someone pretending to be pious, religious, an upstanding citizen, a pillar of the community, someone with a title at work, a CEO, a boss. This is coming out in a multitude of ways. So whether it's relationship, some type of power struggle, power dynamic, okay? Work, relationship, family ship, kids, whatever. I'm being reminded to remind you guys that justice is coming in, okay? Yeah, someone could be losing their voice as you see my throat's baby getting worse. The closer it got to me delivering this message, my throat just getting worse and worse, okay? This person got a whole lot of people jumping sides. What happened is, that was a direct. So what happened is their projections, right, got people on their side initially, but now that the mask is coming off and people are seeing that this is a perfect pretender, an imposter, P's are significant. Someone's initial could be P or IMP. Okay. I don't know what you heard about me, but it can't get it up. Somebody thinks they're PIMP. Okay, but what I'm getting is not only do they have multiples, they trick people for their energy. Okay, so they use people to their advantage for energy, for money. Okay, so a boss having you do all these things and underpaying you, a relationship where it's one-sided and you're doing all the work and they receive all the benefits, a child dynamic where I'm hearing there's no love, no respect, no support. I'm seeing child trial delays. Okay, yeah, something was delayed. Their trial was delayed to see what they would do in this waiting time, right? Whether literally or spiritually. Sometimes, yeah, they were being monitored for what they would do. Like the Most High was trying to give them a chance. Would they truly repent, truly a come to Jesus moment, a call to consciousness to come around and do the right thing? And they chose not to, clearly, because we wouldn't be here talking about it. Okay, but now they have people trying to jump back on the other side. I'm hearing it's just too late for all this because you should get all sides of the story before jumping sides. Something about jumping rope. I'm getting jumping jack flash. So someone's name could be, initials could be JJ, JS, or JF. F is for Frank. I'm getting JFK as well. Yeah, you could have like a whistleblowing energy. Like, yeah, you're just not with the bullshit. So you called it out. Projections start flying all over the place. Now everybody's got to choose what side, because now what I'm getting is they no longer have an option to be on your side because you didn't choose that option the first time. So the Most High is like, yeah, you picked your side, so stay over there. I will always say, okay, if you choose sides based on the storyline of someone else without checking the information and getting everyone's side of the story, if you switch sides based on the storyline of somebody else, okay, and you never get that person's side of the story, yeah, I'm gonna need you to stay over there when the plot twist. You gonna be right over there getting whatever judgment you're supposed to get. It's above me now, beloved. Okay, it's above me now. Okay, I'm here and I done turned you into the Lord. Yeah, someone's been turned into the authorities, right? There are something about the justice system is all over this situation, spiritually or physically in the 3D. I'm getting a lot of people have a 3D court situation coming soon. Okay. Yeah, someone was a professional provocateur, okay? Someone's name could be CJ, JC. Yeah, I'm getting a toxic feminine as well. Okay, a lot of times, so what we miss is narcissistic women. Typically, when you think of a narcissist, you think of a male, okay? But I'm getting a female in a low vibrational energy, okay? A provocateur. So this is someone that bump their gums a lot, like to antagonize people, stir the pot, and watch ships sink is what I just got. Somebody who walk around like their shit don't stink. Okay, but everybody's starting to smell what this person's really about. Yeah. I just got AG or GA. Okay, Georgia could be significant. Atlanta, Georgia, whatever. Okay. Then I got cookout. Okay, so someone invited bogus people to the cookout. Then I got cookout food. So this could be just a confirmation. This could be someone's favorite food. Take it how it resonate, baby. Potato salad, beans, corn, cornbread. Then I got beans and cornbread. I'm getting TCM. That could be anyone's initials. Turner Classic Movies. You could like older movies. Someone in this energy could be older. I'm seeing black and white. Yeah, so somebody's definitely older in this energy. Thanks for the confirmation, stomach. Someone could be hungry. Someone's greedy, insatiable. Okay. Pasta salad, significant seafood boil. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't eat most of the stuff on this list, so that just let you know this ain't about me, okay? Or that's not, okay, right? That's how I know it's a message for someone else. So if you're wondering if you have messages that you need to deliver for other people, stuff like this will come up and you know damn well you don't eat a seafood boil, okay? So something about seafood is significant. Yeah, I'm hearing they seafood, they eat it. Also, how too much seafood could be toxic, especially for pregnant women. Somebody could be pregnant. Your treatment during pregnancy was significant. I'm hearing that was a big red X. That's a big stain on their record. I'm hearing globally, but spiritually. Okay, so yeah, They invited bogus people to the cookout. So again, flying monkeys, projections, brothers, family is significant. So they invited people into this energy to cast judgment on you. Meanwhile, I'm hearing touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. You don't know who nobody is for real unless you really like that. That's why you're supposed to treat people with respect and give grace where grace is due, but take things with a grain of salt. I'm hearing reasonable doubt. There's a phrase that I'm trying to say, right? But you shouldn't jump to conclusions, especially based off the storyline of somebody else. I just heard coming against your own family. Yeah, this is a mess. Basura. Yeah, because I got weigh-ins, okay? So heavy on the brothers. This could be someone, you or this person in this energy. A lot of siblings. I got the weigh-ins brothers. So that just gave me the names Marlon, Sean. I'm getting Marion, okay? Bates, Norman, BJ, Ivory, Lavender, Daisy, Doris, Rose. Something about Flowers, Rhoda. Okay, this was a bad seed. Okay, this is a bad seed, and their family knows it. Now you know it too, right? And they should have known better. Applebee's is significant. Could have just ate their like food from there, riding past there. Also, apples. Yeah, I'm hearing they bit off more than they could chew. Okay, with this family dynamic. Now somebody's about to have to rise to the occasion. Like, now you don't have to back up all the shit you was talking. Because now 2 plus 2 is now equaling 23 at this moment. It's not adding up, okay? So what I'm hearing is it's not adding up. So people are now starting to delete. I'm seeing that meme where it's a bunch of Spider-Mans all in a circle pointing at each other, like pointing the blame, shifting the blame. They can't even pinpoint where this chaos started or how it ensued. All they know is the common denominator is this person or people. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot being called out in court. Ebony is significant. Courtney significant. Brittany. Friday. With the Brittany is giving me Britney Spears situation. Someone trying to paint the image that you're local en la cabeza, like not all the way there. Somebody could be Spanish speaking. I'm hearing Pedro, a name that start with like Raguel. Okay, we can have Archangel. We can have the angel Raguel in the energy. Okay, I'm hearing Ragu too. It's in the sauce, right? Somebody got lost in the sauce. They're trying to say that you're touched, right? Meanwhile, it's being uncovered that they are, right? It's giving me the energy of, I just saw a black butterfly. Okay, so you can see a black butterfly, that could be a confirmation, right? But you are rare, right? And I'm also getting you're float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, like your energy, you're a beautiful butterfly, but shit could get ugly. It could get dark with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, Persephone energy, I just heard Poseidon as well. Yeah, the tides are changing. Someone wanted to be a conservator, is that what it's called, over Brittany? That's why I was getting Wendy Williams. Okay. They wanted to control your finances, your income, your image, your everything. Okay. Also, that was giving me toxic lover. Okay. WW. Okay. Yeah, Wonder Woman, right? Everybody's playing like you're crazy, but you had to be the Wonder Woman in this situation. Okay. Wondering what women somebody had, wondering, when you would be treated fair. They had you doing everything, exerting yourself in so many different ways until you ran yourself sick or ragged, right? Somebody could have experienced, I'm hearing panic attacks, anxiety attacks, depression, right? And nobody's taking accountability for everybody being toxic in this situation or over domineering, over controlling, not fair in this situation, okay? Too many people are dealing with these situations. It's quite sickening to keep having to report on this. I'm so sorry for anyone that resonates with this energy. My heart goes out to you, right? Stay prayed up, stay strong. Understand that you are covered by your spiritual team in the Most High God, okay? It doesn't matter what anyone posts about you. Do not respond. Do not react. Just ignore the drama and the BS. Focus on your spiritual hygiene. Focus on your walk, your children, the things that matter. Okay? Yeah, planes are going overhead. Elevate yourself. Take the higher road and just remove yourself from the situation. Okay? Whenever you're in a situation, something I tell my children, if you're in a situation, yeah, something heavily affected children as well. This is not good. God don't play about women and children, okay? They say fools and children, but not everybody's a fool, okay? Sometimes you gotta play the fool to play the fool who think they fooling you, okay? It taking me back to this DV situation. Someone trying to flip DV on you, project everything that they did onto you, okay? Yeah, somebody's going to pay. Somebody's going to be behind a cell for this, okay? Somebody's going to pay here physically. I'm hearing in the physical realm quite sternly, okay? Yeah, someone's burdened by this. They know judgment is coming. They know they're dealing with judgment spiritually, and they know it's only a matter of time before it comes down physically. What I'm getting is somebody goes to readers, somebody goes to, I'm hearing quote unquote spiritualists, right? But they're going to people who have a negative perception anyway, or a cynical view of the world, so they're not getting an objective reading is what I'm getting. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, I'm getting something about an empress, an emperor. Okay, Aries could be significant. I'm seeing Libra, Aquarius, air signs. Okay, yeah, very scorpionic energy. I just saw a very nice black shoe. Like somebody could wear a very nice shoe. Something about new shoes is significant. Yeah, you had to become someone else. It's giving Dorothy, right? Clicking your heels to go home. Like you were caught up in a whirlwind, a nightmare, a tornado of events, a tornado of projections is what I'm getting. I want to thank you guys now for staying after class. Okay, I don't like to keep you long, but I have to do my due diligence and be obedient with these messages. So let's get through this. 2023 could have been significant. Fridays are significant. Something about Friday. Okay. So past Friday, upcoming Friday, something about Fridays. I'm hearing payday, right? It's payday. I'm hearing heyday, mayday, like something about that significant. Somebody's name could be May. Okay. But I'm getting like mayday, 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 like somebody's in a panic, like something's going down. Something's about to go down. Yeah. You're ascending and they're descending fast. I also got that earlier SOS. Everybody's trying to jump ship and save their self. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing the poop emoji shit. Okay. 2023 could have been significant. I also got September 26, 2012, and July 30th. Something about those months are significant. You be born in the months. Something about those years could be significant for you. You could have been enduring this for a number of years. I also got 12, 18, 12, 19, 222 significant heavy balance coming in for this situation. Someone's name could be Kofi or Kojo. Somebody could be from the UK or of African descent. Okay, I'm getting heavy like Nigerian, Ghanaian, very stern. I just saw someone like with a staff, like a chief, yeah, this is someone in a power position and they like slam down their pole or something, okay? Yeah, someone's very like controlling and domineering, okay? Definitely not what I picked up when I first channeled this. I just saw first BM, but that's not what this say. I got Issa Bloom as well. Bloom, you could take that Bloom supplement. Somebody could be a firstborn son. Somebody's into BDSM. Okay, you're very dominating in the bedroom. What I'm getting is just look up narcissists and their sexual nature. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Okay, we ain't even got time. Somebody's name is Mary. Somebody could be a barber or last name barber, okay? Someone's a smoker. Someone might wear glasses. That's significant vision problems. These people weren't seeing clearly. Now the smoke is cleared. Now they're seeing past the fog, okay? Now everybody's looking real dumb. Something about a green sweater. That's a confirmation for somebody. Someone's name could be Taj, TB, TJ, TA. I'm hearing Black Ta. That's something to do with Ja Rule, 50 Cent, something, okay? So power, somebody could like to show power. Yeah, again, power dynamics, heavy in this energy. Last name, How. I'm hearing hoorah. Okay, it's giving me, I'm going to say cold labs, Q, a dog, A, fraternity, significant. Yeah, I'm seeing a fraternal order, like fraternal order of police. Initials FOP could be significant. Somebody could be a state trooper or a police officer. Again, just trying to police your energy. Police are about to be involved in this. Okay, something about love is significant. Somebody's last name could be Love. I was also getting top of the morning, bottom of the bullshit. So somebody's last name could be Dorsey. If y'all don't know, that's Love Dorsey's quote and topic. I love that, right? Cause it's so clear, right? Like, good morning. Okay, let's dive into the shit right quick. So, yeah, somebody is what I'm getting. I just saw a vision of law enforcement skipping over the bullshit. Like, court, definitely a police officer seeing past the bullshit. This is someone with the gift of gab, and the officer, the court. No, but nobody's trying to hear it. Like, yeah, it's too much going on. You keep coming up, right? You kind of are the common denominator, right? So no talking, answer the question straightforward. I asked you this, what is the answer, right? I'm hearing, where is she now? So you can have left in energy. Yeah, there's a lot of questions people got to answer. Somebody's name is Ashley. Somebody should have took their vitamins. Vitamin C is significant. Okay, someone's name can start with C. C names, as I said, Miami, antibiotics. I was about to say antibiotics. Somebody have an accent. Mercy is significant. Somebody can need to go to the hospital. Pneumonia. Pneumonia will be significant. Okay. So, as I said, physical ailments coming through, spiritual ailments coming through. I've been getting a lot of energy of people hearing voices again, mental health issues coming through, okay, and not in the clairaudient type, okay. Well, we won't jump into that, okay. That could go either way, okay. Yeah, they tried to have you outcast as an outsider because you're different. Okay, someone's name could be Jason. I'm getting Tamika, Tamara, Tasia, Tasha, Talea, Talay, Malacy. I'm getting lace fronts. Somebody's a nurse. Okay, yeah, they have a whole lot of people questioning things. There's what I'm getting. There's a trail. Because we're getting the medical field, nurses, doctors, judges, lawyers, police officers. There's a trail of this person's misconduct. So trust and believe. I'm seeing also like they have a paper trail at work, like higher up see their misdoings, or they're starting to see a pattern with this person, right? Okay. The court of public opinion also is getting to see a pattern with this person. People are seeing this person isn't wrapped too tight. They wanted you cast away. Somebody's name could be Tom, right? Tom Hanks is significant. What's that lady name? She used to play in another show that I watch, Helen Hunt. Yeah. Someone's being haunted. Someone's being hunted now. As I mentioned before, a couple readings ago, shit's about to get spooky, scary, right? People are hearing voices, auditory hallucinations, seeing things in dreams. It's getting very dark for people. I'm seeing moth. I'm seeing hide and seek, right? In that movie, he was claiming his daughter was crazy, mentally ill, seeing stuff, hearing stuff. Whole time it was him. Okay, so this could be a daughter-father dynamic, right? A mother daughter dynamic. It could be a mother and masculine energy. As I said, we so often overlook the female narcissism in the communities. Okay. Yeah, the community is looking at this situation from a whole new landscape, a whole new eyes. Please understand the power of silence and removing your energy. Again, I'll always say, baby, if I'm the problem, I don't have no problem removing myself, okay? And you will see how the problems persist to exist in my non-existence, okay? As I said, someone's good with words. I'm also getting pizza. A pizza company is significant. It's a lot of things going on in this energy. I'm getting someone who is intolerable, insufferable. People are starting to put the pieces together. Like, you have problems everywhere you go, down to the restaurant, at the pizza place, with this person, that person, in the town, out of town. Yeah, I'm getting Florida significant. Yeah, we already said Miami, so Florida and its whole, again, it's giving me Hurricane Chris. Somebody's name is Chris. Okay. Anthony, Tony. I'm hearing Shayla, Shayra, Sheree, Ray, like, okay, names along those lines. I'm getting your name could be close to that, but I'm not really getting it. Close but no cigar almost doesn't count, okay? Brandy. They stayed in mixed company until it was time, okay? Or you could have stayed in this mixed company until it was time, right? You made your exit, you made an exit strategy, or the Most High had to pull you out of this. Now they all see whose time. Now they all see the whole time it wasn't about you. It was because they can't control you nor your natural gifts. Then I got that French saying, someone could be French speaking, La pierre dépasse el mal, the worst surpasses evil, right? So plainly put, I'm getting the person with the toothpick to be a police officer as well. That saying means the ultimate bad outcome is much more severe than the initial poor situation. So I'm hearing they about to be salty as fuck. Yeah, Libra energy, okay? CB, Cardi B, CB, giving Chris Brown energies, okay? Somebody's last name can be Brown. They ain't seen nothing yet, is what I got from that, okay? So if they thought it was bad, the initial problem was bad enough, but what I'm getting is they double down, triple down. I'm seeing 10 times, 100 times down by adding all these different people and projecting all this chaos around. So it's much more worse now. I initially wrote down the translation, the worst surpasses evil. Okay. So someone is really diabolical. We'll leave it at that. Okay. Avail, but the truth shall avail, okay? For you, you need to know the worst is over, okay? La pierre, está paste, es paste, la pierre es passe. La pierre es paste. La pierre es passe. Okay. Somebody could wear a kufi, okay? Just putting that out there. This was all due to jealousy. I'm hearing jealous of my mentions. Cat's eye could be significant. You could have alluring eyes, right? Cat's eyes. You're just an alluring individual. Also, they know all eyes are on you. Tupac could be significant. This was all due to jealousy. Now everybody's starting to see. Everybody who jumped on this bandwagon so easily is caught up in their own pride, their own ego, their own jealousy. Now what's happening is the Most High just reveal everyone's self to themselves. So while you're steady pointing the finger at everybody else, oh, you did it, you listened to the story, you said this, you added that, you did. What is getting everyone to show, what is showing everyone in this energy, thank you, Spirit, is that you had a role to play in this too, but you can't point over here. That's the pot calling the kettle black. You were heavily involved in this. you said things about this too. Somebody could have been talking about someone's weight. Okay, yeah, this is just nasty energy. Somebody's name could last name be Harris. JH is significant. Somebody's name could be Jaden, Jada, Jason. Again, I'm hearing Tamara, last name's Wilkes, Wilkerson. Okay. I just keep hearing they about to be salty as fuck. Okay, yeah, somebody's definitely Spanish speaking. Little Scrappy came through. I heard, we don't want no, I heard, you don't want no problems. Ooh. Okay, so now they're understanding. Now they don't want no problems, okay? I'm getting scrappy dude energy as well. They want to pick a fight with you because they're infighting with self too, okay? So understand people in this energy are battling within themselves. As I said, they're already low vibrational. You wouldn't tag along on some negative ass hate train without consulting the other person and getting all sides of the story if you weren't already low vibrational, if you aren't already condescending. I'm hearing conceited. Okay. They feel like you're conceited. If you're not already contrite, C's are definitely significant. CSI significant. Shows like that. Law and Order, SVU is significant. That could be initial. Somebody could drive an SUV. You could have just watched that. Miami-Dade. I'm getting specifically Dade County. I'm getting county coroner. I'm getting, it's a lot of stuff finna come out. Okay. But also, they should have picked on somebody their own size, spiritually speaking. If you know, you know. Okay, but anyone in this energy, somebody could like to call fights with themselves. Anyone with this energy is already negative, right? Very pessimistic. It's the other C word I'm looking for. I'm hearing contrary to popular belief, this person ain't for real. Like, this is this is so negative and nasty. It's disgusting. Okay. Yeah, they're fighting with themselves now too. That mask is falling. This is about to be a narcissistic collapse of grand proportions. I'm getting someone's money affected. So a lot of times people, especially those who lack empathy, don't really care about how they affect emotions, but you start affecting when things start affecting their money, their image, their title, okay, the way people see them, the power dynamic being shifted. That's when they start waking up. So it's never about feelings. So don't be tricked. I mean, I'm getting, don't be fooled by people coming back apologizing, because most people are only apologizing because they got caught. If they didn't get caught, would they be apologizing? Probably not. Okay, keep that in mind. Something about your firstborn child. Okay, you can have a firstborn male dealing with the energy like this. Okay, you could have children infighting with you as well, doubling down on your problems. Okay, not good. Somebody could be in their 40s. Oh my God, I'm getting up to 40, 50 people. That's disgusting. And these are older individuals too, in this childlike energy. Yeah, I got Hannah Montana. So Montana could be significant. Somebody could be, I'm getting scammer energy. I'm getting people getting scammed. I'm getting Hannah Montana is giving me, okay, Miley. Somebody's name could be Miley Cyrus. You could have seen her lately. She was in a perfume commercial. Something about that significant perfume. Parfum. Okay. They try to cover up their low vibrational toxic energy with titles and fun. I'm getting like this is also someone that could be considered the fun person of the group, like that wild Hannah Montana energy, how she cleaned up her image later, right? And if you're not old enough, you wouldn't remember her swinging on that wrecking ball, okay? Now I'm hearing that wrecking ball song, Katy Perry. Those names could be significant. Matthew as well, Mateus. Okay, shut up. The confirmations be crazy. I'm getting Hallie as well. This is all because your looks. You look great. You feel great. You could have cleaned up your image. You could have grown and elevated to your fullest potential, right? Billy Ray Cyrus is her dad, right? So again, a father-daughter dynamic, significant. What I'm getting is you could have turned from a good girl going bad and you went back to good. You could have been in a party energy and that's what they're talking about. That's what they're stuck on. This is my thing. If you got to go all the way to the past to talk about me, you already have a problem because you can't find nothing in the current present day to talk about. So you got to go all the way in the past. Please be for real. Okay. And then please don't let nobody go digging up on your past. I'm getting that's what's coming up. Now your past is about to be aired out, right? But if you're so dissatisfied with a person that you can't take them for who they are in this current moment and you have to go backward in the past, trying to dig up old stories, dig up old things, trying to find any negative thing about them. One, you're cynical. Two, that's just weird. That is a heavy projection. And three, I'm hearing you have been contracted to keep this person down, yet you are a monitoring spirit. I'm getting someone in your energy. I'm getting third party energies. This could be exes, friends of exes, exes of exes. A lot of people looking into you unnecessarily trying to find a problem with you. Okay. I'm hearing they want to find a problem. They found it. They found one. Now their shit's about to be blown up in their face, okay? What they failed to understand is they fail to understand that this is a problem with self. How low are you to attack someone that hasn't done anything to you, to project all this negativity on someone who's done nothing but be helpful and supportive, overextend themselves, and they're not seeing that this is a problem within self. Somebody is very self-conscious and insecure. Somebody could like to show insecure. Issa Rae, I'm seeing Ray Davis. People try to act blind to the bullshit. Somebody's initials could be RD. Somebody's name could be Donald. I'm seeing Ronald McDonald. Yeah, clown shit. Melendez. Someone's name could be, okay? Yeah, I'm seeing weddings. Weddings coming soon, okay? They fail to understand that this is a direct indication of something wrong internally. Something's terribly wrong with you if you claim to love someone and go to these extents to hurt them. Then I got Whitney Houston. I have nothing. Houston could be significant. Whitney, WH could be significant. Okay, for initials. Yeah, that just gave me rich man energy like William Hurtley or Hurston or yeah, like I just saw hers. Backing out of that, yours is coming to an end. The Most High saying, I have nothing left for these people. And it's also giving the energy, I have nothing if I don't have you. So if I can't have you, nobody will. Welcome to death row. Blood in, blood out, okay? Family members, loved ones, exes, partners. I'm getting ex-husbands, ex-fiancés, right? A lot of people in this energy, okay? Someone is choking up from not speaking up. Somebody could be so sick they're vomiting, okay? Whether they have a physical illness they're making them vomit. As I always say, guilt will make that ass tilt, okay? Tamper evident, okay? Somebody was tampering with evidence, projecting or actually tampering with paper evidence, trying to make you the bad guy, trying to make you the guilty party in this situation. I'm getting guilty by association. I'm also seeing public announcement. So a public announcement is going to be made soon. Somebody's about to be aired the fuck out publicly. You want to go messing around with people, digging up there, you're going to be seen for the low vibrational child you are. I'm hearing Maleficent. Yeah, this is somebody who has a cancerous energy. Again, I got a cantankerous old man in the energy. They wanted to have an extreme hold on you. What they don't understand is when you are a controlling, I'm hearing when you are a control freak, someone who's into having to dominate people, walk people around, pimp people out, um, just control people. I'm seeing someone walking someone on a leash, right? It's giving, I heard Fendom. Okay. That denotes an insecurity. That denotes something missing from self. That denotes a lot of things. We're not going to get into that. Okay. Soft white underbelly is significant. Okay. They are not understanding that this is an entity, a spirit. This is a entity attachment or a spirit that has an extreme hold on them, that is controlling them, that likes control and having that control and abusing people. Okay. And it is using their body. Y'all heard them church bells? Yeah, it's over with. These spirits are being casted out. I just saw weddings and funerals at the same time in my mind with them church bells. Okay. So a lot of things ending so new blessings can come in. Okay. I'm hearing over my dead body. Okay. We'll see. Right. Then I also am hearing you said you'll die for your respect. Now it's time to see. Okay. That Cardi B album is significant. You're just over it. Ex-husband is very significant. Children significant. Okay. Yeah, somebody got a fever. I'm hearing a Jamaican song. Fever. Mm. Okay, so yeah. Something about this is significant. What I'm getting is you have multiple exes, right? You had a type. Don't worry about it. My picker is bad too sometimes. And they're all being judged for this, right? This is messy. Someone likes wearing green. Somebody's favorite color is green. That's May. Okay. The color of May. May flowers. April showers bring May flowers. So somebody could be born in April or May. Somebody is seeing that someone or something has been tampered with, and everybody's starting to see this. Something has an extreme hold on them. People are seeing that this person has an attachment, an entity attachment. Something about the goodwill is significant. I'm getting goodwill hunting. Somebody's name could be Will. Okay, someone could be a Gemini, like to play chess pieces, Scorpio energy, right? Playing people like chess. What you don't understand is you're playing chess with your own life. You're playing chess with God at this point. It's above me now, beloved. This is above you now. The spiritual realm has to handle this because this is entirely too much for one person to deal with. Chanel is significant. Somebody's name could be Chanel. It's giving me March 29. Last names could be Elston, Elson. I'm hearing Ellison, Allison, Lisa Ray. It's significant. LR. I'm getting a Cancer energy. They're getting it now. Something has an extreme hold on them. There's something you should know. There's about to be a whole lot of explaining. Okay. As I said, when people start doubling back, nah, beloved, I'm going to need you to stand 10 toes down on what you were saying. Okay. Yeah, you could come clean, you could apologize, but you need to stay the fuck over there because you can't be trusted. If you go against me, somebody you've known, versus, or if you go against me all because somebody said something about me, you never once asked me what happened, my opinion, yeah, I'm gonna need you to stay over there. You can't be trusted. You'll be eager to easily sway by anything anybody say, right? Whether this is a relationship, how I'm going to be in a relationship with you and anybody could come to you and say anything to you about me. One, you should check them from the door. Two, you shouldn't even entertain that conversation with them. Three, had a conversation with me. Let's be adults about it. In all areas, a job situation, familial situation, if you hear something about me, one, you shouldn't be entertaining negative conversations about me. Two, bring that shit to my table. Let's discuss it. Let me know that there's some craziness going on about me. You're about to hear a lot of crazy stories about who you are, what you did, what's going on. Da, 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 da. You finna be like, I did that. For real. I said that. What? Somebody's name could be David. I'm seeing DB. Last name Beer. Somebody could drink beer a lot. I'm getting last names that start with Mick, okay? MC, right? Mick, I just heard Mick Newart, Mick Stewart, McNeil. Somebody's name could be Neil. Somebody's first name could start with Mick, okay? MC something. Or them could be initials. Somebody could be a DJ, a MC, something to do with music. Yeah, music. That's giving me something I'm not picking up. Excuse me. It's time to face the music. Thank you for confirmation. There's about to be a whole lot of explaining, right? So you're about to hear all the excuses, all the projection, all the lies. It's all about to start tumbling out, like just falling out the closet, baby. Okay, somebody could be coming out the closet. Somebody could have been on the down low the whole time, right? And they're insecure about this, so they're projecting onto you. And this. I'm getting somebody who's always cheating and saying you're cheating. Somebody who's lying and always saying you're lying. Somebody who's out there and saying you're out there. Somebody who drink too much saying you drink. Somebody that do substances saying you do substances. Baby, the projection is crazy, okay? All because of jealousy. There's something about you that drives men and women crazy, okay? I heard feminoids. So you got women in a frenzy, child? Okay, if you're a woman, you got women in a frenzy and men. If you're a male, you got men in a frenzy and women. Like, people love to make up stories about people they don't understand or what they don't understand. Ends, men's. Something could be happening a minute from the time you're hearing this, like shortly. Okay, this is coming out shortly. Somebody's name could be Vita. I'm seeing Ammons, Commons, Carmen. Okay. I'm getting like amino acids. Something about vitamins is very significant. Yeah, you had to have a lot of strength to endure this. The Most High knows that 104 is significant. Stay prayed up, stay purposeful, stay focused on your purpose, your path, your journey. You do have support. Okay, even if it's not physical, I'm getting Miguel. Something about roots are significant. Child. Okay, yeah, they were rooted in some mess. Somebody could have got some roots done, right? Claiming you did that to them. Telling a spiritual worker, a root worker, right? A tarot reader, whatever, you did black magic on them. So somebody's not even checking, right? Dotting their I's, crossing their T's. IT could be significant. Somebody could be in IT. It's giving it the clown energy. Dairy is significant. Small town energy. They didn't even check. They didn't even do their due diligence. I'm seeing a faulty lawyer in the energy. They didn't even do their due diligence to check about you, ask a question about you, get some public opinion about you. They didn't do any of that. They just took this person's word and ran with it. Verbatim is what I'm hearing. And they're claiming you did something to them. So then that would make a person who's not trained, right? Say, okay, they did something to you. Well, let's put a root on them. Let's put a stop to them. Let's put a baby. And that's all untrue. I'm hearing it's unfounded. So now that root worker is going to have problems. And what this person is failing to realize is you're getting karma. The people you got involved that didn't do their due diligence, somebody's name start with D, is getting their karma. But you will also reap extra karma for getting people who could have been innocent, right? If you weren't deflecting and lying and telling all these false truths and half truths, omitting pertinent information, lacing half truths with whole lies, they wouldn't be in this mess, right? So, yeah, they have to take ownership for their part of it. But now you're getting more karma added to your karmic debt because of what you did, what you are causing other people to endure. This is not good. Yeah, I'm seeing a ring camera, a ring light. Yeah, it's giving me someone. I'm seeing Black Mirror, someone being held hostage, right? Trigger warning, right? Something about that significant. You like that show. I'm not gonna get into it because we already at 106, honey. But 106 in Park. Something about a park is significant. Yeah, they're stuck. Okay, they tried to have you stuck. You move with the Most High, honey. Even if you think I'm stuck, right? Even if they think you're stuck, you're tapped in. So they could be as low vibrational as they want. That's why Spirit has them in this purgatory energy, in this delay, in this waiting room to see will they rise to the occasion, change their ways like Miley Cyrus, step up to the occasion, step up to their calling, step up into their purpose. Her father had a prestigious name, right? Somebody could like Cowboy. I just heard Cowboy Carter. CC could be significant. Beyonce could be significant. Virgo, Sagittarius could be significant. Jay-Z, Beyonce energy. And whatever the fuck Miley Cyrus wild ass is. But her father had respect and recognition, right? She was acting wild, but she turned it around, right? Cleaned herself up, got married, did this and this and that, and got in alignment with her, I'm hearing abundance, her inheritance, what she should be in alignment with, right? There's no need for you to act like that, and you come from good stock is what I'm getting. Somebody comes from good stock, quote unquote, and they're acting out as if they don't know any better. Yeah, people thought this person was bigger than they are, that they were more mature than they are, smarter than they're acting, right? No, the color blue is significant. It's giving me blue ivy. Someone's name could be blue. I'm also getting gray. I was getting I heard Carson Gray. CG could be significant. CGI. CSI I'm getting. But what's that man's name? 50 Shades of Grey. Again, there's something about you that drives men and women crazy. Somebody could be a driver, right? But it could be your sexual energy, right? I'm getting you ooze sex appeal. Like even if you don't sleep with people, your energy is very enticing, so people could think you are loose, right? Yeah, you're naturally divine, right? They're not getting you're naturally divine. Okay, I'm getting names that start with N, N, D, or P. Okay, also I'm getting NDAs coming in soon. Names Desiree's, Phillips, Screwdriver. Yeah, okay. They're saying you're screwing everybody because you drive people crazy. I'm getting you ain't screwing them, so you must be screwing somebody. Again, if I can't have you, nobody will. Over your dead body, okay. Like spirit's like, okay, however you want it. However you need it. However do you want it. Somehow Belly is significant, the movie, DMX. Okay. I'm getting there's something about Mary as well, okay? You drive these people crazy, right? Or, they've already been that way. But really what's crazy is them, right? And also what's crazy is they really believe you were doing something to these people, partly because they wanted to believe it. The other part is because all the lies told to people by so many of them, okay? As I said, heavy projection. I love Lucy is significant. Somebody's definitely older. Somebody definitely likes I love Lucy. Somebody's name could be Lucy. I'm getting Lucy and Ricardo. Is that his name? Ricky Ricardo. That could be anyone's name. Someone loves you dearly, desperately is what I'm hearing. They know this is coming in for you. They know you're going to attract more. They know you're going to attract better. They can't take it. They can't take seeing themselves for who they are. They can't take that people are seeing them for who they are. They cannot sleep with themselves. They are sick, up at night, can't sleep, can't think, can't drink, can't eat, because now they are seeing themselves for who they are. Now they're seeing the calamity that they caused. They're having to sit with themselves all alone and face what they've done. They can't take that people are seeing you in the energy that you are. I'm getting this person really thought that they were a good person, and now they're being faced with the fact that they are low vibrational, envious, jealous. This is everybody pointing the finger. You can't blame and point the finger at everybody else because now you're jealousy exposed. Now you're exposed for being a liar. Now you're exposed for being a projector. Now you're exposed for being a narcissistic or having narcissistic tendencies. Now you're being exposed for being a controller. Now you're being exposed for trying to create a conservator situation. Somebody paints you as crazy so they can control your money, your inheritance, your finances. I'm hearing your dominance, okay? What you have coming in. Again, if people are going to spiritualist, root worker, they know that you're due more. Also, this if you have common sense, they see you. They see you often more than you see yourself. They know your potential. They know you have the potential. They know your caliber. Okay. 50 cal is significant. Cali is significant. They know you pull weight. I'm hearing you pull rank as well. Okay. You can have anybody that you want. I'm hearing T.I. You can have whatever you like. They know you pull in this type of energy. Work, relationship, family. So now they're really going to be seen for who they are. Because now, when you get into other situations, family dynamics, relationships, jobs, everybody is then going to see how great you are. And it's further going to show within the court of public opinion that your energy stands above the rest. You're a cut above the rest. It all matters at the end of the day, right? So the main thing is not going back and forth with these energies. When you roll in the mud with pigs, you get dirty. Okay. Again, I'm seeing it the clown. Okay. Yeah. Now they'll float too. Okay. The joke's on them. It's giving me a poem I wrote. Now they'll float too, twisted like balloons, blowing candles out. The joke is on you. Okay. Will we be friends till the end? It depends on you. It's giving me the most high. Are you going to see the most high? Are you going to connect with your spiritual team? Are you going to get on the side of right or wrong? You were a major test. You were the bait. Okay. Now I'm getting the video ancestors are going fishing. You gotta be quicker than that, beloved. Okay? All this for money, for the love of money. All this for money. Gotta be quicker than that, beloved. So they dangled you out like, I'm hearing bait on the stick, fish on the stick. Fish is significant. Okay? Yeah, your abundance is coming in. Somebody about to be swimming with the fishes. Somebody, yeah. Somebody got a lot of explaining to do. Okay? So, yeah, they're going to have to face all the lies being told. Everything they said, everything they did, all the energy they put out there is coming back to them. One, they got to deal with their own negative energy and their own karma. Now they got to face the lies. Now you got to explain why you said this, why you said that, why you went over there, why you told this person this, why you said this and this was the half truth. Nobody's believing who. Who's feeding who. It's like it's giving a circle of I'm just hearing cantankerous energy like it's just a bag of bullshit. Like crabs in a barrel. Thank you, Spirit. Somebody has pneumonia. Somebody has a sick head and a sick heart, okay? Not well mentally and emotionally. They're not wrapped too tight. Yeah, I'm seeing a Capricorn energy, devil card energy. All because they're all worried you'll get your heavenly, happily ever after, even after all they've done. What they're realizing is they've done all this and you're going to get it anyway. So enjoy everything you have coming to you. And with that being said, class, we'll end the message here. Thank you for staying after school. Check the description box for the journals linked below. All journals available on Amazon. I will link them below. I should probably tell you guys I write children's books. Those are on Amazon as well as coloring books. Check the links below. It'll take you to the journals. You'll find me as an author. You'll see all the things. Just click on me as an author. You'll see all the things that I have created. Okay. So if you're interested in children's books, journals, coloring books, that's all available on Amazon. I will link my email down below for readings and coaching, as I do both. And last but not least, if you feel inclined to donate, I would greatly appreciate it. As I always say and pray, any seed you sow into me, my energy, or my channel, I pray that it's returned to you infinitely and abundantly. No cap here. Okay? With that being said, class, as I always say, continue to come and go in love and light. Please pursue purpose, not just paychecks, as purpose provides your provision and your protection. Remember, as long as you're aligned, you'll be fine. And definitely, definitely, definitely do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And until next time, class is dismissed. Peace, y'all.